From the borough of Queens, Chang-Ho Chon is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker, as he often is. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
In now, Domingo Santana. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Meyer, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. The 1-2 in the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Now another 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's Miguel Sano. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
So 1-1. Is a high drive to left. Back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 298 in his career, as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Batting fifth, shortstop.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Swanson, a native of Georgia. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 3 runs already home here. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Rainey has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth,
Austin Hayes the next to bat. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Missed with a slider. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Swing and a miss, but he's still in the driver's seat. 3-1. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
2 balls and no strikes. Not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Count even at 2-2. From the stretch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. One more look at the big blow. Jose De Leon starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And the changeup is way low that time.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some gap.
Grounded down the third baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number one. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Eddie, they have to be very happy with Alex Bregman right now. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Popped him up. De Leon has room in foul territory, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Another one sent foul. Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Swanson scoops it up, and there are two away now.
Batting third baseman.
Stepping in, Alex Bregman, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Down the line and fair, that's a hit.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning, 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
Here's Rougned Odor now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Bregman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Set to get his day started, Justin Hastings. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. In there, 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Now another 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Swinging a soft liner. And that's the second out. Ready for another chance. Josh Cowan. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Selski is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Next for the Mets, Steve Selski. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
At the plate, Derek Fisher. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. From the stretch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. To second for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Now at the plate, Ralph Rainey. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0. Fisher stands at first with 1 out. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the second run is across to make this a 3-2 ball game now.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
In now, Chang-Ho Chom. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder.
Striding into the box, Maury Quisenberry, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Dan, he's got to find a way to get himself out of this. This is constant traffic, and here he finds himself in the second with 2 outs, and he's still giving up knocks.
Boy, it's about trying to limit the pitch count also. Only in the second inning here, his pitch count's getting up. He's had a lot of traffic on the bases.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Chung, the runner at third. Quisenberry over at second. Segura on at first with 2 down. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 2-1 home. It's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. So stepping in, Rougned Odor. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
2-0 now. Odor, 30 years of age. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. You don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line drive, base hit to right. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. We've played. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. Standing in, Jimmy Meyer. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Odor has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 away in the inning now, and before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. Into the box now, Domingo Santana. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Odor with the bare hand. In time.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike. Derek Fisher the next to bat. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Derek Fisher.
First delivery to him on the way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. Digging in, Ralph Rainey. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And that's too high, ball 2. Rainey, 23 years old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
2 balls and a strike now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoke on the ground up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, James Chung. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
2 balls and a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Full count, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The 2nd walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chang-Ho Chon. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0. And get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Maury Quisenberry. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So, personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. Rainey at third. Chung at second with 2 gone. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really...
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. One ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Set. Here's the 2-2. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first at bat here in the inning. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. 3 runs on just 1 hit. 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Fisher. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Standing in, Joey Wendell looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 home. It's the bottom of the zone for a strike. 3 runs on just 1 hit, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays second baseman at 2-2. And he got him. Here's Rougned Odor now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3. Digging in, Steve Selski. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken. Strike 1.
1-1.
The pitch. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Derek Fisher, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Count now, a ball and a strike. Selski leads off first with 1 away. And it's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Selski is on his way home. Now the relay home. Safe at the plate as they tack on 1 more to make it 7-3 now. That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Jesse Hahn answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 It's laid off, but in there for strike one. One out and a runner on third. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them four.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just...
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Into the box, James Chung. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is shot foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Santana waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard.
Leading off for the Rays.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Hastings. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit in the air to shallow center. Quisenberry has it in his sights. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. John Uchida will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 31, John Uchida.
Pitch rides in on him here as this is popped weakly toward the left side of the infield. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Josh Cowan.
Digging in once again, Josh Cowan. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Hit hard toward the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Digging in, Jimmy Meyer, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Quisenberry moves over, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Austin Pruitt, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 50.
Now batting, Chang-Ho Chon.
Leading off for the Mets.
Pitch on the way.
Pitcher, Chang-Ho Chon.
Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Into the box now, Maury Quisenberry. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. One out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Digging in and looking for more, Gene Segura will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Meyer scoops it up. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. At the plate, Domingo Santana. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, shortstop.
Riding in once again, Dansby Swanson. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here it comes. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yanked on the ground down the line. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Austin Hayes the next to bat as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 1-1. Just got a piece to the right side, but it gets fouled.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. On the ground to third. Here's a flip to Odor covering, and the inning is over. 1 left. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Bregman leads off second with nobody out. One and one.
Play ball.
Yeah, they needed